Prince Harry's extremely foolish decision that could see him and Meghan kicked out of US by Trump.Prince Harry and Meghan Markle could face expulsion from the United States by President-elect Donald Trump, due to a potentially damaging admission made by the Duke of Sussex, which an expert has labeled as extremely foolish. In his memoir Spare, Harry disclosed his experiences with psychedelic substances, including using magic mushrooms at a Los Angeles party and smoking marijuana on other occasions. This revelation has drawn criticism from royal experts who warn it could have serious repercussions for the couple. Royal commentator Richard Fitzwilliams stated, "Harry was extremely foolish to discuss his drug-taking in Spare, both in interviews and in the memoir, available in paperback." However, the Sussexes have kept a relatively low profile during the election, urging Americans to vote but not being explicit as to whom for. Hello viewers, please remember to subscribe and click on the notifications bell icon, so you will be notified whenever we upload new cookies about the British royal family. He added, "At one time it was thought that Meghan might enter politics, but we have seen no sign of this. It is most unlikely that Trump would risk an embarrassing episode involving the royal family by expelling Harry, if it was discovered that he had not revealed his drug-taking on his visa application." Fitzwilliams further noted that it's unlikely Trump would risk an embarrassing episode involving the royal family by expelling Harry if it was discovered that he had not disclosed his drug use on his visa application. In a GB News interview earlier this year, Donald Trump told Nigel Farage that there would be no special privileges for Prince Harry, adding, "No. We'll have to see if they know something about the drugs, and if he lied they'll have to take appropriate action." When Farage pressed on what appropriate action might entail, and if it could mean Harry not remaining in America, Trump responded ambiguously, "Oh, I don't know. You'll have to tell me. You just have to tell me. You would have thought they would have known this a long time ago." Despite these uncertainties, it has been disclosed by the Mirror that the royal couple, who moved to the US in 2020, have backup plans. They are said to have prepared for an alternative residence in Portugal, where they own a new holiday home near Princess Eugenie and Jack Brooksbank's property. In a revealing passage from his book Spare, released in January 2023, Harry recounts hallucinating at a Hollywood party after consuming magic mushrooms, seeing a bin morph into a smiling face. Breaking with royal convention, Harry confesses that while cocaine had negligible effects on him, marijuana is different, that actually really did help me. Prince Harry's legal case backfires massively as King Charles fears jeopardy. A royal book has revealed that King Charles fears being dragged into Prince Harry's legal case regarding his security protection in the UK. An updated edition of a royal book has revealed King Charles fears if he repairs his relationship with Prince Harry, he could be dragged into his son's legal case regarding his security in the UK, placing him in legal jeopardy. Robert Hardman's biography, Charles III, New King. New Court. The inside story, which was published earlier this year, is in hardback with new material to be released on November 7th. It reveals Harry's determination to pursue action against the Home Office about his security detail, which in turn has driven a wedge between father and son, as reported in the Daily Mail. Hardman writes, "So imagine the situation," says the advisor, "if the prince were to talk to his father about his court case and then later to describe that conversation or, worse, a conversation which was not entirely accurate. There would be serious legal jeopardy. Harry would only have to say, 'My father said this,' and a court case could collapse," says the advisor. That's not just awkward. That's bad. That is deep legal and constitutional jeopardy when you are head of state and of the judiciary and it is His Majesty's government. Discussing the situation on Palace Confidential, Rebecca English, the Daily Mail's royal editor, previously stated, Prince Harry firmly believes his father has the ability to overrule and to get his security reinstated. The point is repeatedly made that King Charles does not have the power to do that. If he were to interfere, it would be a serious constitutional matter. When Harry stepped down as a working royal in 2020 to eventually reside in California, America, with his family, he was stripped of his police protection. The committee deciding on security for royalty and senior public figures, known as REVEC, consequently changed Prince Harry's level of protection when his status changed. Harry received full publicly funded protection before stepping back as a working royal and eventually moving to America with his wife Meghan Markle 4 years ago. In an interview with ITV titled, "Tabloids on Trial," Prince Harry mentioned his fears for Meghan Markle and her safety in the UK. In an interview with ITV titled, "Tabloids on Trial," Prince Harry mentioned his fears for Meghan Markle and her safety in the UK. Prince Harry's brutal claim about King Charles on day of late Queen's death. Prince Harry had a furious response when he was told Meghan Markle was not welcome at Balmoral on the day of the Queen's death. As Harry prepared to travel from London to Scotland to be with his grandmother in September 2022, he learned that while the royals were gathering to be with the Queen in her final moments, Meghan was not invited. Harry had expressed his wish for his wife to join him on his journey, but it was his father Charles who put his foot down. The Duke recalled the awkward phone call in his tell-all memoir Spare, writing, "He said I was welcome at Balmoral, but he didn't want her." He started to lay out his reason, which was nonsensical and disrespectful, and I wasn't having it. Harry said he retorted firmly to his father's comments about Meghan, saying, "Don't ever speak about my wife that way," he stammered, apologetic, saying he simply didn't want a lot of people around. No other wives were coming, Kate wasn't coming, he said, therefore Meg shouldn't. Then that's all you needed to say. The Queen peacefully passed away at 15:10 on the 8th of September. Of her family members, only Charles, Camilla and Princess Anne were able to see her before she died. Buckingham Palace had announced at 12:50 p.m. that Prince William, Prince Andrew, Prince Edward and Sophie had started to make their way to Scotland. Sadly, they were not in time. They landed at 3:50 p.m., 40 minutes after her death. With William at the wheel, they drove to Balmoral, arriving at 5:06 p.m. Prince Harry, meanwhile, left Luton Airport on board a private jet at about 5:30 p.m. He was still in the air when the announcement of the Queen's death was made at 6:30 p.m. The Duke has since claimed he only found out the Queen had died after checking the internet while on the plane. Harry wrote in his book that he had been thinking on the plane about the last time he was with his grandmother and what they had been talking about, when he then got a notification on his phone. "When the plane started to descend, I saw that my phone lit up," he said. Thanks for watching. Please don't forget to like this video and drop comments, and most importantly don't forget to subscribe and hit the notification bell so you don't miss anything.